Sports injuries are no stranger to athletes here at Monmouth University. Current athletes have mentioned that they see minor injuries happen at almost every practice. Some injuries are self-induced, but many are said to come from the pressure that they get from their coaches and overworking their bodies. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention has reported data from the NCAA about injuries among college student athletes at their schools. Statistics show that from 2009 to 2014, nearly 29 million injuries occurred during college sports practices. Monmouth University in West Long Branch, New Jersey is amongst these NCAA schools. The Monmouth Athletics mission statement, which can be found in the Student Athlete Handbook, provides information on how they handle athlete injuries. It says, athletics' mission is to provide student athletes with the opportunity to develop their highest level of athletics ability, while safeguarding their welfare on and off the field of competition in a diverse environment that promotes high academic standards and personal development. Athletics wants to keep their athletes in prime health, although this is not the case for some students who are facing injury. Casey Hanna, a field hockey player here at Monmouth, suffered a major back injury from maxing out weight while deadlifting. She played for 2 more weeks until getting an MRI result that she had herniated a disc. After surgery, she still struggles with back pain that will most likely last a lifetime. She believes that her coaches and herself were both at fault for this injury. She says that she pushed herself too hard just to impress her coaches because of her competitive drive. Other athletes, along with Casey Hanna, have experienced injuries, and most all say that it's a combination of impressing their coaches as well as them just pushing themselves to the best they can be as an athlete at Monmouth. Daniel Jefferson, a high jumper for the Monmouth track team, has suffered serious injuries from over 10 years of jumping.
In December of last year, 2016, I had to get patella repair surgery. And I feel like, it wasn't because of the coaching, it was just because, over time, your body breaks down, and the repeated use and the repeated pounding on my knee just wore away the scar tissue. It can come from coaching, but in my opinion, when you've been doing the sport as long as I have, it all comes from yourself.
Pole vaulter Casey Sturts believes that college sports is just a business, and that athletes are an investment that coaches work with. This is what she has to say about coaches and their athletes.
There are certain coaches that might not really understand that their athletes' limits and just kind of push them past the point where they're hurting themselves. You see certain sports where people are getting torn ACLs and really getting hurt in the weight room and doing things maybe that they shouldn't be doing. I think that college athletics is just a business. It's a huge business, and the coaches are just part of that business, and they bring in athletes. It's an investment for them, and then once they're done, they're pretty much over it and they move on to the next investment.
The Student Athlete Handbook also mentions the Strength and Conditioning Mission Statement, and in that it states, through the implication of properly prescribed strength, power, plyometric, speed, endurance, and flexibility exercises, we can induce positive gains in holistic wellness, overall fitness, and resistance to injury as it pertains to sport. Monmouth University Athletics repeatedly mentions the importance of injury prevention in their mission statements, although athletes are repeatedly being pushed too hard by their coaches through pressure to do well and getting hurt. Should the department change its mission statement to go along with what is actually happening, or should these coaches stop pressuring their athletes to the point of injury? In some cases, athletes are working too hard themselves over the years, but in other cases, coaches are working with their athletes just to improve their performance with lack of concern for their health. Thanks for listening today. This is Fiona Mullen signing off at Monmouth University.